Right now at 10, day one in Josie Dykeman's murder trial, what the defense is claiming, and a push to give La Crosse's Northside Library new life. Plus, 1 year on the job. La Crosse's mayor discusses his accomplishments and goals.
Streaming 24/7 on the News 8 Plus app. You're watching News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Emily Brown. Ken is off tonight. Well, there's a new push to bring life back to La Crosse's Northside Library. News 8 Now's JDS McGee joins us in the newsroom with those details. JDS.
Yeah, Emily, residents held a meeting tonight focused on the future of the Northside Library. A group of current and former business leaders are proposing turning the library on Kane Street into a Northside neighborhood center. Organizers say the idea has been in the works for months, starting when the future of the building was in question.
This group started talking about how do we find a new purpose for the library, honestly, the second it was announced that it was going to be closing. And so they've been really anxious to get a plan in place. They've been talking about it since January.
The plan would include things like a computer lab, limited library services, and a safe space for kids, all without using taxpayer dollars. Organizers say the goal is to serve different parts of the community.
We need to drive in young families. We need to drive in seniors. We need to have a safe place for everyone to go, and this is one of those.
They also say the building has a long history in the community, and preserving that is a big part of the plan.
It would cost millions to recreate that building, and you still wouldn't get the character. And so we have to recognize, how do we take these amazing assets that La Crosse has, keep them open, have them be a public asset so that we can attract people and say, that's why I want to move to this area.
Now, residents are now being asked to reach out to their council members to voice their opinions. Live in the newsroom, JDS McGee, News 8 Now.
Thank you, JDS. And opening statements were made today in the Josie Dykeman murder trial. Dykeman faces a life sentence if convicted of killing her boyfriend's 6-year-old son, Alexavier Pedron. Prosecutors say she was the only adult home when Alexavier died, and that his family reports a history of abuse. The defense claims law enforcement arrested the wrong parent and points to Alexavier's father.
There are videos. Videos of Mr. Pedron strangling Alex. Videos of Mr. Pedron hurting Alex.
Derek Pedron could not be in the residence during the evening because he was in jail that entire evening.
Prosecutors counter that Derek Pedron was in jail the entire evening and couldn't have been home. Dykeman faces multiple charges, including child abuse and neglect. A 47-year-old La Crosse man faces felony charges for allegedly inappropriately touching a 15-year-old student at Cameron Park. Gerald Yetri is charged with attempted second-degree assault, sexual assault, and grooming. A teacher intervened after seeing the incident Thursday. Surveillance video allegedly shows Yetri touching the student despite her attempts to pull away. Judge Mark Huseman set bond at $10,000 cash. Now, if convicted, he faces up to 30 years in prison and $75,000 in fines. Well, a couple of News 8 follow-ups. The search for Stanley Howe ending sadly. His body was found yesterday. Howe went missing April 19th. His vehicle was found at Paul E. Stry Nature Preserve with his phone inside. Authorities believe Howe was going through a mental health crisis. In La Crosse, no change to Green Bay Street. The Board of Public Works voting to keep it as is. There were calls to add bike lanes during its reconstruction. The La Crosse Water Utility is repairing a water service on the 3100 block of Losey Boulevard South. A section of the northbound right lane is closed until further notice. Well, it's now 1 year on the job for La Crosse Mayor Shondell Washington Spivey. Ken Kozorowski sat down with the mayor in his office today. A major topic, erasing the $5.8 million city deficit in the latest budget. Ken asked if the city is capable of finding new sources of revenue or if more cuts should be expected in the future.
I've looked at different programs that I'm seeing in other municipalities, right? As well as what are some revenue generators that the city can be doing to maintain and/or increase services for our constituents. Some of it is going to be cutting, right? That's inevitable. We'll always struggle with budget until we figure out a better way to do shared revenue in the state.
And a full report on our conversation with the mayor can be found on our website, news8000.com. Well, a nice, clear, and crisp April day. No complaints here, Greg.
Basically kind of getting back to a little bit cooler than we've had recently, but overall not too bad for the end of April with that wind kind of dying down. So overall this evening, we still got that north wind about 10 to 15, depending on location, could be west, northwest, or west. We're holding in the 50s still because we've had some cloud cover come overhead. Right now, all that you're seeing on radar is not hitting the ground. It's just too dry. It's just a cloud deck that's moving through. Although overnight, we could still feel a few sprinkles, I think south of I-90 be somewhere to keep in mind, but don't expect much of any part of precipitation with this, but it will help with the temperatures going on for the morning hour. Keeping a lot of areas in the low to mid 40s further south, further north, you go a little bit less cloud cover. Upper 30s too. Overall, starting the morning off, you're going to see Eau Claire is going to be back seeing the cloud cover, but it's quickly going to become mostly sunny early in the morning. We'll have more clouds in the afternoon, but in the meantime, a wind still 10 to 15 in the morning, getting up to about 50 degrees, so pretty close to where we should be to see temperatures around noon this time of year. Cloud cover overnight, but it will decrease towards the morning for La Crosse. Sunshine in the morning, and then also some clouds will begin to build back into the area, and that wind picks up by noon with 52 degrees. Now, we do have showers for Wednesday and Thursday, some light showers, but we'll track those later and then show you what when we might actually get back into the 60s, maybe even 70 in the forecast a bit later in the broadcast.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Greg. Wisconsin State Senator Brad Pfaff introducing new affordable Wisconsin legislative packages. Pfaff says the health and housing and families first packages are aimed at cutting costs for families across the state, adding it comes at a critical time as housing costs alone are up 6.5% from a year ago.
To make sure that we keep hedge funds, Wall Street hedge funds, out of coming into communities like La Crosse and around the state and buying up apartment complexes or single family homes and pricing working families out of their home.
Pfaff also says the bills would expand the homestead tax credit from the first $24,000 to $35,000. Governor Tony Evers in La Crosse today promoting clean energy. Evers was at the Nature Place. He toured a camp for people with dementia and a UWL recreation management class. The governor is highlighting the facility's 120 solar panels that have saved thousands in energy costs.
Efficiency and is really important to us as a state. People in Washington, D.C., they're more concerned about drill, baby, drill. You think about the solar, but you also think about what happens in this building. A lot of people coming here because of solar.
The governor also said Wisconsin will buy 225,000 renewable energy certificates annually for the next 20 years. Workers and community members gathered at Green Island Park tonight to commemorate Workers' Memorial Day. The ceremony honors workers who lost their lives on the job and demands action to prevent workplace deaths. More than 5,000 workers died on the job in the United States just last year, with Wisconsin's job fatality rate higher than the national average.
Anytime somebody loses their life on the job, it's a life that shouldn't have been lost. It's somebody that should have went home to their family at the end of the day, and that's what we want to try to remember every time we do this.
Among the speakers was La Crosse Mayor Shondell Washington Spivey reading a proclamation marking April 28th as Workers' Memorial Day in the city. Developing now out of Minneapolis, federal agents conducting raids on businesses as part of an ongoing fraud investigation. 22 search warrants were executed. Officials say locations include recipients of Medicare funding, including child care centers. Still to come, the president's feud against Jimmy Kimmel reignited. The comments that has the TV host back under fire. Plus, the DOJ indicting former FBI Director James Comey again, his alleged threat against President Trump.
Spring migration is peaking right here in La Crosse. How you can be a part of it, plus 5 money mistakes you're making. And Art has a chilly forecast when we see you at 5 a.m.
We're a team you can trust, and we're local. We see our members out in the public all the time. Want to be able to look them in the eye and know that we did right by them.
Everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
And
In 1977, Ford F-Series became America's best-selling trucks. And we've kept that title every year since. F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 49 years. And Ford, the most awarded brand for initial quality among trucks by J.D. Power.
Current and qualified Ford owners get $7,500 in total savings on a new 2026 Ford F-150. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we know you do things your way. So why shop the same retail giants as everyone else when you can find the same trusted products you want and need at unbeatable farm and fleet prices? Right now, during our spring footwear event, Skechers are buy one, get one half price. These men's Merrell hiking shoes are also half price, just $49.99. Plus, stock up for spring fishing with this ugly stick rod and reel combo, $80 off. Find value on the things you value. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
A big part of my job is building relationships with people. And being the team you can trust means being here for you.
Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
New details in the shooting outside the White House Correspondents Association dinner. Officials say the suspect, Cole Allen, fired one round from his shotgun when racing through the security checkpoint, hitting a Secret Service officer in his vest. The shooting boosting calls for construction of President Trump's ballroom, saying it's required for national security.
The ballroom itself will avoid the dilemma of having to leave the White House grounds with future presidents and this president's to go downtown in a place that's less secure.
If Republicans truly want to improve security, they should join Democrats in funding the Secret Service, not Donald Trump's luxury ballroom.
Meanwhile, the president's feud with Jimmy Kimmel reignited. It stems from a skit where Kimmel said First Lady Melania Trump had a, quote, glow like an expectant widow. The Trumps have called for the TV host to be fired, saying he is spreading hate. Kimmel says it was just a joke and in no way a threat. Developing news, the department indicting James Comey again. It's tied to an Instagram photo of an 8647 seashell formation on a beach. 86 is a slang term meaning to throw out or get rid of, and Trump is the 47th president. Trump allies thought it was a threat.
The grand jury returned an indictment and arrest warrant. I expect that there will be communication with Mr. Comey's counsel, and we'll go from there.
In September, Comey was indicted over claims he lied to Congress. It was tossed out because the prosecutor who secured it wasn't lawfully appointed. King Charles and Queen Camilla continued a busy U.S. visit with a White House state dinner just hours after the king delivered a rare address to Congress. Jesse Mitchell reports from New York.
King Charles and Queen Camilla concluded their second day in Washington with a state dinner in their honor at the White House.
Ours is a treasured friendship, an eternal bond.
The royal event came just hours after the king addressed a joint meeting of Congress, becoming only the second British monarch to do so.
Whatever our differences, whatever disagreements we may have, we stand united in our commitment to uphold democracy.
King Charles referenced Saturday's shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Let me say with unshakable resolve, such acts of violence will never succeed.
And urged Congress to continue working with NATO allies to help end conflicts like Russia's invasion of Ukraine.
That same unyielding resolve is needed for the defense of Ukraine and her most courageous people.
King Charles is officially in the U.S. to help celebrate the 250th anniversary of American independence from Britain.
Please rest assured, ladies and gentlemen, I am not here as part of some cunning rearguard action.
But tensions remain high between both nations, especially over the U.S.-Israeli war with Iran.
We're never going to let that opponent ever. Charles agrees with me even more than I do. We're never going to let that opponent have a nuclear weapon.
In a show of solidarity, King Charles and Queen Camilla are set to travel to New York City Wednesday to lay a wreath at the 9/11 memorial 25 years after the terror attacks. Jesse Mitchell, CBS News.
We'll have more news ahead, but first.
Yeah, brisk and cool for the next several days, but it also comes with some showers that may come through. So we'll time those showers out and then see what happens for the weekend. All that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. Wednesday is wing night at River City Grill. 5 delicious wings for only $5. And $1 off all domestic beers. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona.
Chevy trucks are as capable and dependable as the Chevy people who drive them. You probably know one. Your sister. Your buddy. The ones who always show up. They all have that little extra something. And maybe you got it too.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Just announced, get over $9,300 in total value on this 2026 Chevy Silverado. Plus, Costco executive members can get an additional $1,250 members-only incentive.
Tired of this? Would you rather have this? Get rid of that tired old lawnmower. News 8 Now and Tractor Central want to help you mow your grass off and give you a new lawnmower this summer. Go to news8000.com by May 19th and enter the Mow Your Grass Off contest for your chance to win a brand new lawnmower from Tractor Central worth up to $6,000. One lucky winner will be announced May 22nd. Mow your grass off with News 8 Now and Tractor Central.
Your home, a place of comfort and safety, could be trying to tell you something. Interior cracks, sloping floors, hard to open doors and windows are all signals of foundation failure that you can't ignore. Choose American Waterworks.
Back again, Jeff? Well, I'm future you. Our doctor figured out why your constipation with belly pain keeps coming back. It's IBS-C, and Linzess could help you get ahead of it.
Linzess is not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Imagine, what could relief from IBS-C mean for you? Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn how AbbVie and Ironwood could help you save.
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. Wednesday is wing night at River City Grill. 5 delicious wings for only $5. And $1 off all domestic beers. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona. Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Yeah, definitely we're in a pattern change here for at least the next couple weeks. And the good news with that is severe risk is pretty much nil or low at the most. And precipitation chances are low. It's cooler. That's the only drawback with this. But we could use that, all those both the conditions, because May's been fairly wet and obviously a lot of severe weather too. But we do have some shower chances. We got a couple disturbance coming through. So that's tomorrow and Thursday. Very light showers, mainly afternoon. But some of them could be a little mixed as you get further north towards like Rusk County, maybe like Thursday initially. It tells you how much, a little bit of a cold air mass that's coming through. Still cool, as I mentioned, a lot of 50s out there. I don't think we'll see 60, probably not until the weekend, and that means we'll get more closer to average, maybe mid-upper 60s. Sunday depends on how things play out. And then we have a series of fronts coming through on Monday, Tuesday, and that provides more opportunity for showers too, and cooler conditions beyond that as we go into next week, as this pattern really is likely to persist all through next week and maybe even the following weekend too. Here's the activity right here that's lifting north. This little disturbance, really a lot more cloud cover than actually precipitation reaching the ground. But as this lifts northeast across the area, you might see a few sprinkles tonight, and then it's going to clear out early tomorrow morning. And then we're watching the one further up to the north. That's the one that's going to rotate through and come back down. So really big picture shows you there's the showers right there, and this is probably well overdoing it. Most of this, once again, looks impressive on radar, but it's not hitting the ground. A few sprinkles will clear out for the morning commute. Then here comes the next one. There's a wave to the west and the one to the north. A few showers probably towards the late afternoon, and this looks to be mainly kind of west of the river and probably south of Eau Claire, but it could change. A few showers come through. We're talking about 3 to about 6 p.m. time frame. We'll then clear out once again Wednesday night, and then we'll see more cloud cover further south as the system passes through us south. And then keep an eye on Thursday going into Thursday afternoon. A little trough against the deep south. We start dig south, excuse me. We start picking up a little bit of shower activity just in the afternoon with some daytime heating. More clouds, and yes, there's a little bit of a mix potential. Initially, it won't really stay that way. And then in the afternoon, you can see another batch of showers that comes through, and it looks like a little better chance potentially on Thursday for areas further north. It looks like these do weaken a little as they come south, but it is picking up some of this indication that even during Thursday evening, you might see a little mix. We'll have to keep it, see if that really materializes, but this will push across the area, and then we'll be done probably for Friday. Temperatures tomorrow, maybe a few degrees cooler than today, given more cloud cover and a few showers overall. Still about 7-8 degrees below average. Wednesday night going to Thursday, I think some areas further north and east might get closer to freezing. However, that is a little further south. I think more cloud cover will likely keep those temperatures a little bit above, but we're going to have to keep a close eye going on to Thursday too, Thursday night. Thursday looks cooler just because we're going to have that north wind, probably a few more degrees cooler than Wednesday, along with those shower chances. And then Thursday night, that's when I think more areas will get closer to 30. In fact, some areas further to the northeast in the coldest spots might get the upper 20s too. So we'll have to keep on frost and freeze issues because a lot of the areas are pretty much in the growing season. And if we look at Friday, I think less shower chance, but still cool overall. Afternoon cloud cover, like I said, this is a similar pattern. And we'll have to keep an eye going into Saturday morning because frost or freeze issues for most areas we're in that season of growing season, except we go further north where they still might see conditions cold all the way through about middle of May. However, it looks like the weekend overall 60s, maybe getting close to 70 on Sunday before a couple fronts come through and more shower chances. And we kind of get back in a cooler pattern for next week, kind of like we are this week too. So it's quiet for the most part, a few showers, but the good news is no severe weather and no heavy rainfall either.
Yep, that's great news. All right, thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, the Brewers beginning a series at home with the Diamondbacks, plus a busy night of prep sports. We've got highlights from the course, track, field, and diamond. Jacob is up next.
Get 10% off sale prices when you give $10 to Ovarian Cancer Research, now at Home Furniture.
News 8 Now and Trust Point proudly honored the top graduating seniors from La Crosse area schools at the Honor Student Banquet. These students are outstanding examples of academic excellence, and we're proud of them and their schools. Congratulations to these and all graduating seniors.
Dental implants are often the best solution to severe dental issues. If you have infection in your mouth, it does cause trouble other places. A lot of people ignore infection for way too long. And when they finally do something about it, they say not only do they like what they did here, but they feel better overall. In the end, you can have a smile you're proud of and a very healthy mouth.
We're an implant-focused practice. If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see us. Come down for a free consultation.
Here at Schneider Heating, we have a huge emphasis on culture, getting along, working together. We follow through on our promises, and we get the job done.
We will do what we need to do to ensure that you are safe, comfortable, and happy.
We have a lot of veteran installers who really care and even more put their mind at ease by installing Carrier equipment.
We're not just putting in a furnace. You know, you're hiring the whole company. You're hiring our service department, our install department. Just a ton of experience. We're very helpful.
Having Spectrum Internet, I realized, wow, this connectivity is great. So I figured, hey, might as well give them a shot as well for the mobile service. I'm a 90s baby, so I hear all the time, every commercial since I was a kid. Bundle and save, bundle and save. And I was like, I'm an adult now. It's time to bundle and save. It was like deals on deals. It was unlimited data. And I got a new phone out of it. It was a pretty magical experience.
Real customers, real savings. Visit spectrum.com/save1000 to learn how to save $1,000 guaranteed.
News 8 Now and Trust Point proudly honored the top graduating seniors from La Crosse area schools at the Honor Student Banquet. These students are outstanding examples of academic excellence, and we're proud of them and their schools. Congratulations to these and all graduating seniors. Covering all the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports.
Well, there was no shortage of top talent on display earlier today on the track and in the field at Onalaska High School as the Hilltoppers hosted 8 other teams for the Onalaska Open. One of those teams being Kickapoo Lafarge, and they have got some speedsters. State champs in the 4x200 last season, and they were flying today. Katie Randau Braylon Culver, Chloe Walter, and Ava Young finishing in 147 to take first place. Girls 400, Holman's Lydia Lazarescu in action, coming in as the top seed and backing it up. She would take first in 1 minute. Onalaska's McKenna McGarry taking second in 101. Boys 400, it's Kickapoo again. It's Adric Eggy taking first in 50.76 seconds. Theo Parr takes second place, and Arlen Walter finishing in fifth. At the high jump pit, Onalaska's Kendall Carson would tie her mark on the season, clearing 5 feet 4 inches as she takes first place. A bunch of other athletes with great days. Big shout out to all of them. Third Cooley Conference boys golf meet of the season today happening at Fox Hollow. Landon Jazewski from Arcadia, one of 3 individuals taking third place. He finished with a 40. Zach Dolan of Westby Viroqua also taking a 40. And his teammate Gavin Hansen would score the same as Westby Viroqua finishes second overall as a team. Calvin Lukowski from Black River Falls had a day at the links. He taps this in for par to end his round. He ties for first individually with a score of 39. And his teammate Sam Abley also taking first. He had 5 pars on the day, including that tap in on the first hole. The Tigers would finish first overall as a team with a score of 162, notching their second Cooley Conference win of the season. To the pitch we go. 9th ranked Holman hosting Sparta just 4 minutes in. Vikings on the corner kick. Lydia Sater sends it in, and Lainey Wood using her head finds the net as Holman goes on top. Later, home side with a penalty kick, but Cassie Krebs reads it perfectly and gets the stop. Vikings up 1-0 at the break. In the second half, it's Sater swinging the leg through it and fires this one into the top of the net for the goal as Holman takes this one 5-0. Battle of unbeatens on the baseball diamond happening in Melrose tonight. Mustangs down 1 in the first. Lane Fry makes the catch with the bases loaded to end the threat. But to the 5th we go. Lancers Caden Lillo finds the hole, and the Lancers adding to their lead to go up 2. Then in the 6th, Cam Nelson sending one to right field. 2 more would score to increase the lead to 4 for the away side. The Mustangs would plate 1 in the 7th, but that would be all they scratch across as Emmanuel Hens Melman, their first loss of the season. Some other baseball finals from today. Sparta wins a pitcher's duel over La Crosse Central, and Onalaska wins the Battle of Wilson Street by 7 runs. Meanwhile, a couple scores from the softball side of things. Holman gets the better of Aquinas, and it's a road victory for West Salem as they defeat Viroqua by 3. Brewers beginning a 3-game set with the Diamondbacks tonight. We are scoreless in the second inning until Sal Frelick takes a big hack at one and lifts it going and gone to get the scoring started. Then in the 5th inning, 2 in scoring position for Tyler Black. He flares one into center, and that will score William Contreras and Bryce Terang, and the Brewers go up 3. Then the floodgates open in the 6th. Here is Contreras with a hot shot that is going to reach the outfield and score a couple more as Milwaukee goes up 8-2. Then later in the frame, David Hamilton going to loop one down the left field line, and that is fair. And that's a ground rule double. As that tacks on 2 more as the Crew put up a snowman in the 6th, and they win 13-2. Meanwhile, the Twins can't make it back-to-back wins as they fall to the Mariners tonight. Minnesota will go for the series victory tomorrow in the rubber match. And in the NHL playoffs, with the series tied entering the night, the Wild go on the road and win the pivotal Game 5 against the Stars to take a 3-2 series lead. Matt Zuccarello, Matt Boldy, Michael McCarron, and Kapril Kaprizov all with goals. Game 6 is Thursday. All right, that'll wrap up sports. More news coming your way next.
We're a team you can trust, and we're local. We see our members out in the public all the time. Want to be able to look them in the eye and know that we did right by them.
Everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. With Skyrizi, feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks. Many people were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 4 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi.
Get an 11% rebate on everything when you shop at Menard.
results. Upgrade your home style and security with our huge selection of in-stock quick-set door locks. Installation is fast and easy. Get this Holo Passage Lock for a value of $13.99 after rebate. Let the fresh air in and keep the bugs out with new door and window screen. You can get this durable fiberglass replacement screen for a value of $2.99 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
This spring, it's time to get out, get moving, and rediscover downtown La Crosse. Right here, in the heart of our city, there is something for everyone. From movement and mindfulness to hands-on learning and whole body wellness, downtown is your place to feel good and explore more. Find your strength and confidence at La Crosse American Jiu-Jitsu. Slow down, stretch, and reset at the yoga place. Spark curiosity and imagination at the Children's Museum of La Crosse, where learning comes to life through play. Take control of your health with personalized modern care at VRO Health. And when you're ready to put down roots, Society Mortgage is here to help you make downtown home. This is your invitation to try something new, move your body, and experience the energy of downtown La Crosse. Park once, explore more. Your downtown starts here.
A big part of my job is building relationships with people, and being the team you can trust means being here for you.
Everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, the Wisconsin Dells is getting a massive new attraction. A 70-foot-long steel fire-breathing dragon at the Delshire Resort. The 500-pound creature is the world's largest steel-fabricated dragon. Sculptor Kevin Stone built it over 20 months in Las Vegas before shipping it on multiple trucks. The dragon, named Goldspar, will breathe fire every 20 minutes. The resort opens May 10th, so book your reservations now. You're not going to want to miss it. All right, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Miss a story? See it again or watch us live on YouTube at WKBT News 8 Now.
Shop for a cause at Home Seasonal Concepts. Home will give you 10% off sale prices on porch and patio when you donate $10 to help ovarian cancer research. Give $10 to Mocha and get 10% off sale prices now at Home Seasonal Concepts.
It's time to vote for Best of La Crosse County. Pick your favorites in each category now through April 30th. We'll announce all of the winners on June 1st. Go to bestoflacrossecounty.com.
Presented by River Valley Remodelers.
Shut up.
Pivot!
Shut up. Shut up.
Pivot!
Just like pivoting from heating to cooling season, it's a difficult adjustment.
Pivot in the summer called TNT. Pivot!
Shut up.
Password 1, 2, 3, 4.
Incorrect password.
Technology, am I right?
We need a new tech lead.
For sponsored jobs.
Sponsor your job on Indeed and get matched with quality candidates when you need them most. Visit Indeed.com/hire now.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. Now I have Rinvoq, a once-daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some felt significant itch relief as early as 2 days, and some achieved dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. Many saw clear or almost clear skin.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events: infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. See a head-to-head study of Rinvoq versus another treatment at Rinvoq.com/see the data. Talk to your dermatologist if you're not doing well on your current pill or injection to see if Rinvoq is right for you.
Keeping you safe and ahead of the storm with current conditions and updated video forecasts from the local team that warns you first. The News 8 Now First Warn Weather app, giving you more than what you'd expect. Get it now. No, seriously, like, right now.
Shop for a cause at Home Sleep Express. Donate $10 to help ovarian cancer research, and Home will give you 10% off Prana Sleep and Thomas Cole Sleep mattresses. Plus, get 3-year special financing. Give $10, get 10% off sale prices right now at Home Sleep Express.
All right, we could see a few showers in the afternoon, more cloud cover, so temperatures maybe a degree or two cooler than what we saw for Tuesday. It gets a little bit cooler as we go into Thursday, given the shower chances remain there, and also Friday, so that's below average. But we do kind of warm up slightly for the weekend, getting close to average on Sunday, and then we have more showers and we kind of repeat it back too. So the first couple weeks going into May too look kind of similar. We're cooler than average, not much precipitation, but the severe threat is pretty much not there.
And hopefully next Thursday we do have those 70s and 80s.
Maybe. I don't think so.
All right. Thanks for joining us at 10. Have a great night.